Hey everyone, I'm Marbozir and welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So, Extended Edition was released on Steam around 2 weeks ago, on the 5th of February I believe, and it adds a 6-hour bonus campaign to the game. And while Shadowrun Hong Kong wasn't exactly the most popular series on the channel last year, that's an understatement, but I loved the game. And I really want to check out the bonus campaign. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I got my end of the game save right here. This is the one we're going to import, and these are my choices. So, we accompanied Isabel to DECCON 2056, we defeated the Kianya, although Raymond sacrificed himself to banish her permanently. We recovered Rachter's drone self-repair technology, and he implemented it into Kochei. We've spoken with Rachter at length and earned his trust. We invited Rachter to join our team of Shadowrunners. We prevented Gaichu's death at the hands of the Wampoan elders and invited him to join our team. We helped Gobet defeat the Rat King, saving Cadmus and the others who retook the ship. And we chose to aid Gaichu in his fight against his old team, but did not let him turn Ishida into a ghoul. So that's the save we're going to use. Looking forward to this. Something is wrong. The last thing that you remember, it was the night of the Kowloon City riots. You and your team were running an errand for Kindly Cheng, recovering an object before the inevitable police response turned the city upside down. Everything was going well. You had the item in hand, and then nothing. The world went black. A sudden explosion of pain behind your eyes jolts you back to the present. A nightmarish succession of dream images flicker through your consciousness like a strobe light. A man with a pockmarked face, slim fingers playing over the surface of your brain, leaving a slug's trail of agony in their wake. A second figure whose face you couldn't see, digging with relish through the scraps of memory that your tormentor left behind. It was a rough night, and now, as your eyes snap open and adjust to the light, you find yourself in a reality that is little more comforting. Alright, so that's the rude awakening. A single light bulb hangs from a corrugated steel roof. The dim light that it casts is barely enough to illuminate the table in front of you. Your head throbs in time with your heartbeat, and each pulse gives rise to a low, grinding, stomach-churning discomfort. Heavy weights on your wrists tell you that you've been handcuffed. You squeeze your eyes shut and count to 10. The pain in your head slowly dissipates, and your vision gradually swims back into focus. There's a rag on your lap, and old dishcloth matted with congealed blood. The dull ache that radiates from the bridge of your nose and into your sinuses tells you where it came from. Try to remember how you got here. Slowly, delicately, you begin to search your memories, picking at the soft spots in your consciousness like day-old scabs. You get another burst of tooth-grinding agony for your troubles. Eventually, the pain begins to subside, and dim memories seep to the fore. You remember the distant reek of tear gas. You were on a job, an errand for Kindly Cheng. She wanted you to retrieve something, a stone of some kind. You remember gunfire in the streets, the sound of distant screams, the dizzying blur of asphalt rushing toward your face as you fell, and then nothing, a blank. Allow yourself to relax. You take a deep breath, then slowly release it. The tension flows from your body along with it. It isn't easy letting go, but the pain in your head eventually dulls to background noise. You remain that way for a long time, sitting by yourself in the darkness. Finally, you hear a noise in the distance, the pop hiss of a pneumatic door unlatching and sliding open. An enormous figure steps into the room, and the door slides shut behind him. Alright, so what's going on? You can just barely make out the silhouette of the troll standing across the table from you. Your other senses work to fill in the blanks. He's got a heavy build. The floor creaks every time he shifts his weight. The rustle of fabric over hard, sharp keratin tells you that he has prominent dermal deposits. He's also wearing way too much cologne. From the chest up, the darkness swallows him. You can't see his face. Say nothing. The room remains silent. as he busies himself arranging objects on the table in front of him. A notepad, a mug of soy calf, an old ballpoint pen, an audio recorder. Finally, he looks up from the objects and focuses on you. Shadowy troll. Good morning, Mr. Drew. How are you feeling today? Did you sleep well? Aside from the fact that I spent the night bleeding into a dirty towel, I'm great. Oh, poor baby. And I thought that you Shadowrunners were supposed to be tough. If it's any consolation, the nosebleed was expected. It's a common side effect of magical interrogation. Magical interrogation, what did you do to me? You had your people poke around in my head, didn't you? They did something to me while I was unconscious. I'm thinking that when we're finished here, I'll tie you to a chair and experiment on your brain. Sounds fair to me. Let's go with the first one. Me? Nothing. Our mage probed your mind as you slept. He lifts the mug out into the light and towards his lips. You hear a long, loud slurp and he sucks the steaming fluid down. Don't know the man myself, but I'm given to understand that he's good. Uses a light touch. Gesture at the bloody cloth. You call this a light touch? Not he, them. 2 of your people went to work on my head last night. Afraid you're wrong about that. There couldn't have been anyone else. Bullshit. You had 2 of your people poking around in my head last night. Your pal with the skin condition didn't mess up my nose. It was the other one, the second mage. I couldn't see a face. He shrugs. Must be a figment of your imagination. It happens sometimes. The brain invents details to try and make sense of what's happening to it. Give it a few days, and the confusion should fade away. You'll see. Somehow I don't find your argument very convincing. We don't even have 2 mages on site, Hulk. There's no way that you got scanned twice. But hey, believe what you want. Don't let it distract you though, we've got work to do. Now, let's get to it, shall we? Run me through what happened last night. I've got a better idea. You loosen these handcuffs and then go fuck yourself. Your mage has already dredged through my memories. You know everything that I do. What was the point of the mind probe if you're gonna interrogate me anyway? That's a fair question. Magic is great for pulling facts from a person's memory. It isn't so good at contextualizing them. What we got from you was a jumble of disorganized information. It would take a lot of guesswork on our part to piece those facts together into a coherent narrative. You cooperate with us, tell us the story as you remember it, and you can spare us some of that work. That'll be good for you in the long term. If you lie to me though, well, just don't. I'll know it. Now, if you please, tell me what happened last night. Just start at the beginning and take me through it until the moment that we picked you up. Okay. Not until I know what happened to the rest of my team. If I'm gonna talk, I want to know who I'm talking to. You got a name? Well, I want to know what happened to my team. We've got them. They're fine. You can see them after you've told us what we want to know. Alright, mystery man. You wanna go over what your people pulled from my head? I'll play along. I'll help you if you give me the name of the mage with the pockmarked face. Fair is fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. There is a long pause. The guy's name is Wallace Coe. But like I said, I've never met him in person. They only bring him on site when there's actual work that he's doing. If you were thinking of getting payback, you shouldn't get your hopes up. Now, let's begin, shall we? We already know that your team went to Combat Punk's the biker bar. That your boss, Kindly Cheng, sent you to conduct a shakedown of some kind. Shakedown is such an ugly word. We engaged in a spirited negotiation, that's all. The owner of the bar had something that didn't belong to him. Auntie Cheng sent us to get it back. Right, the artifact. Says here that it was a Jade Kong from the Liangzhou period, dated back to 3000 BC or thereabouts. Sounds about right. And again, we wouldn't have even been there if Pang hadn't stolen it. He nods. Not the smartest of moves on Pang's part. There aren't a lot of fences who can move a thing like that. We've got it locked up for safekeeping, by the way. It's in good hands with us. Now, you said we earlier. That was you and... Seriously? How can you not know that already? Gobet. She's heard that combat punks had really good bar food. Duncan Wu. He was my backup. The ex-cop. Nothing I hate more than a good guy gone bad. Okay, and who else? Racter was there, watching my back. The rigger. Creepy son of a bitch. Under scribbled note. Alright, got it. And who was the last member of your team? Oh, come on, man, you already know this. Don't you have the others in holding somewhere? Isabel. The dwarf, right. Quiet little thing. Alright, so Cheng sent the group of you to combat punks to recover a very old rock. And she sent you on the eve of one of the bloodiest riots in Kowloon City's history. Funny timing, don't you think? Not at all. We used the riot for cover. With all the civil unrest on the streets, the cops were bound to be busy. Alright, well, that was an interesting intro, if I can call it that. The distant sounds of urban chaos rang in your ears as you led your team through a series of constrictive back alleys. It was hot out, sweltering, and the humidity left your body drenched. A bad night for a riot, but it made for a good cover. You'd been making good time since you left Hioi, and the combat punks was only a few blocks away. We're getting close. Stay alert, people. I've heard stories about the Go gangs that punk runs. The 888s, the Black Sun Boys, the Grinders. Pack of animals in leather jackets, all of them. And they like to let their knives do the talking. Yeah, we get it. They're bad people. That's why Auntie Cheng sent us out here in the first place. We're bad people too, remember? We banished a Yama King, a thing that we can handle a few intoxicated bikers. The cops are going to be out in force because of the riots. We only fire in self-defense. Are we clear on that? Let's go with first one. Of course, my friend. We are all professionals here. Let us continue onward. The riots make for excellent cover, but they won't last forever. Best that we be finished before they burn themselves out, or the police arrive to put them down. The alleyway stretched out ahead of you, its claustrophobic confines seeming to converge together in the distance. Your team began to move. Alright, well, let's move then. That would be nice. And see what we can find. Two figures in dirty riding leathers stood facing the shop window. The patches sewn to the backs of their jackets called them out as members of the Black Sun Boys, a small-time outfit, one of a dozen in the neighborhood that all operated under the supervision of Eddie Pang. The window was unbroken, but not from their lack of trying. You could see half a dozen indentations in the transplast, and as many spent shell casings on the ground. The troll was working on the access panel, trying to brute force his way through the shop's security system. His human companion rocked on his heels, practically salivating over whatever was locked inside. Must be the last unbroken window on this block, quite a price for a looter with ambition. If the owner of that shop invested in transplast windows, the building's probably alarmed. Might even have automated defenses, a pop turret or two, say. If these two trip a building alarm, that could bring a security team right to this spot, riots or no riots. Fair point. Bingo. These idiots look like they've been out here for a while. They might be able to tell us about the police presence up ahead, if you could get them to talk. Otherwise, I'd suggest just leaving them be. Your call. Okay, well, let's approach them. The human ganger turned on his heels, spinning to face you, an exaggerated frantic motion. He was probably riding a cram high. He snarled at you through a mouthful of crooked teeth. Hey strangers, this is our alley, Black Sun Boys turf, not a place for tourists. Escort your narrow asses back of this block and out of our sight, or I'll make you sorry you were ever born. Strength 7. Shut up and do what I tell you, or I'm gonna fold you in half. We're not even afraid of you. I mean, why do you even care if we rob this store? What are you even doing here? You aren't very bright, are you? I told you to shut your mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't want any trouble with you. Just, tell me how to make this right, okay? Tell me what I can do. Tell me about the cops. You see any patrols in this area, or are they sticking to the barricades? Oh, they're out there. Real trigger happy too. They're doing a whole lot of shooting, and they aren't asking too many questions. You'll find a whole pack of them just around the corner, led by one of those special duties assholes. There now, we good? If me and Needlenose keep doing our thing, will you leave us in peace? We wouldn't want trouble with no Shadowrunner. You and your friend pack up and leave, and we'll forget that you were here. Attack them. If I let you walk, you might come back with friends. Cleaner to just kill you here. Well, let's go with the first one. His face went hard, his fearful expression wiped away by a wave of pure contempt, but he didn't have the guts to challenge you. He turned to the troll at the panel and snarled out a few words, and the two stalked off down the alleyway. Maybe we should have killed them, but nah. Alright, well, let's move on. Looks like there's police up ahead. Obviously, we know how this is going to end. But yeah. Bodies. The bodies had been reduced to a bloody ruin. Their mouths were frozen open in expressions of silent terror. Your team gathered to examine the remains. These people were shot in the back. I don't see any weapons on them either. Somebody gunned them down while they were trying to run away. Okay. But nice to go wandering, speaking of which. Right, let's get to Pangs. We don't want to stay out here any longer than we have to. Alright. So, this way? Or this way? I don't know. We need to go in this general direction. Oh! Yeah, I saw the circles, so... I guess we knew there's going to be a fight. Okay. That's fine. We got a few dudes over there. The Hong Kong police force patrol stared you down, their weapons held at the ready. In the center of the pack, a man in heavy tactical armor loomed over the others. The plates of his armor were emblazoned with the regalia of Hong Kong's elite special duties unit. One of the cops cupped his hands to his mouth and barked out a command. Yo, hey yo, stop moving and put your hands in the air. A couple of gangers were trying to rob a storefront around the corner, but I sent them running. You might be able to catch them if you hurry. Look guys, I don't know if you got the memo, but the APB on me went away already. We're good now. Okay. Raise your hands. We aren't breaking any laws, Constable. Let us pass and we'll be on our way. I don't think they are going to buy this, but hey, let's try. This is your final warning. Stay where you are and put your hands... The SDU officer cut in. His speech was slow and languid. He sounded vaguely bored. Save your breath, Constable. Look at this man's clothes, his gear. These people are armed criminals, and they're breaking curfew. You have your orders. I promise you, you don't want to do this. The hell with it. Let's go with the first one. Open fire. Alright. If that's how it's going to be. So, maybe I remember how to actually play this. It's been a while. Let's use stride. That's extra movement. And I think we'll stay in cover on this turn, maybe? Or we could just go in. Yeah, we could stay in cover and use lightning bolt or so. And then move into melee on the next turn. That's not a terrible idea, maybe? Can we use lightning bolt at all? Yeah, we can. Alright. There. Not bad. We stunned him. Let's see, Duncan is next. Need to move a little bit closer first. Can we maybe kill that guy? Okay, nice. We might be able to kill him. There, one down. What else can we do? Rakter, it's time to use the bot, yeah? Let's see, yep, like this. It's been a while. Few months since I last played this. Okay. And we can take a shot if we want to. Yeah, our chance to hit is a little bit low. Might not be worth using any special abilities. Okay, that's not too bad. And we'll move a little bit closer. So, Ractor, we can take a shot. Yeah, only 40%, that's kind of crappy. And we got Isobel. Probably just take a shot, we're too far away to throw a proximity grenade. Nope, missed. Alright, that's not too terrible. We killed one guy, and we reduced the other to like 50% health. And they shot the bot, that's perfect. Ractor took some damage, but that's fine. Alright, well then, let's see, we need Ractor first. Extra action points would be nice. Like this. Here. 2 extra action points. And now we can flank the captain. That's probably what we're going to do. And let's shoot him with the laser mount. Nice. I wonder if we can actually kill him on this turn. Should be doable. Come on. Yeah, we can kill him easily. Someone else can finish the job. Let's see, Isobel. No, that's not exactly what I wanted to do there. Okay, doesn't matter. We can just hit him in the face, right? There, he's down. And we can still attack the other guy. There, should have used the stun perhaps, but we'll have it for the next turn. And full auto fire on the guard. There. We killed the guard. We just got one more guy. Yep, he will throw a grenade. But that's fine, we can handle that. Alright, let's move up to them first. And we can use Killing Hands. Actually, no, that's not what we need. Quick Strike, that's it. That's the attack that doesn't use action points. Not a very good one, but hey, it's always something, right? 2 melee attacks. There. And Isobel. Hey, I guess it's kind of helpful that we moved closer with Isobel now. And the sniper is down. Wasn't too bad. Let's take a shot. 20 damage, I'll take it. And Ractor. Ractor can stay in the back, I think. We'll kill the guy on the next turn. He's pretty much dead already. And that's that. What's this? Without warning, the cracked and bloody comlink that you pulled off the body of the SDU officer crackled to life. A second later, a cold voice poured through the device's speaker. Constables, this is Crate. Oh, Chief Inspector Crate. It's her. The cap on all the newscasts when the APB on us went live. She set up the ambush that killed Carter and fucked up our lives. I want all units to move into position and sound off. You will then hold action until I say otherwise. We will put this riot down and restore this city to order. This riot is a response to police brutality in Colon City Hall. Something tells me that Crate's plan to restore order isn't gonna be gentle. We don't wanna be out here when that call comes in. Let's keep moving then. We'll try to keep the distractions to a minimum. Good call. Even if we could handle whatever Crazy is planning, kindly isn't paying us to kill cops. I mean, it's your call, but Punk's bar is right around the corner. Yeah, let's go there then. So, this way. Who are these people? Yep, Hong Kong police. This block was harder hit by the riots than others you've been through. The air had been churned into a noxious slurry of soot, ash and tear gas. It was stomach-churning beyond foul. Through the haze, you could see a patrol squad of Hong Kong police force constables facing off against the man and the woman in shabby winter coats. The man was doubled over coughing, clutching and a loaf of bread in one hand and a cheap pocket knife in the other. The woman was holding a small crowbar, frozen like a deer in the headlights. Both were clearly terrified. A half dozen laser dots played over their bodies, projected from the sides of the constable's weapons. Drop your weapons, get on your knees, do it now. Please, our house burned down in the riots. We just needed water and food. We aren't looters, we just needed to eat. I don't believe that they can see us through the smoke, but if we get too close, we'll be in the same boat as those poor fools. Best to leave them to their fate and sleep around the police. Give them a wide berth and get on with our evening. On your knees, this is your last warning. Huh, well then. This is quite a few dudes. But maybe we should help them. Nah, let's not get into trouble. Please, you're not listening, we had no choice. I've dropped the knife. We don't have any guns. This is just a loaf of bread. He's got a weapon, man. Kill them both. Well then, yeah, I guess the game really wants us to help them. But you know, the reasonable thing to do here would be to just move on. Obviously we know how this is going to end, but we don't want to draw extra attention to ourselves. Screw it, let's help them. Right, well this is a few dudes and they got a mage. So... let's see... let's just rush in and stun one of them. Possibly. Well, we could also move into cover and then use the lightning bolt and then move in on the next turn. Let's try to stun the conjurer. Okay, and we can use stride. Alright. Not a whole lot of cover around here. I think we want to use a grenade. Yes, we do. There. That's not great. Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. Huh. That's not what I wanted to see at all. But alright. Let's see. Yeah, there's no cover we can move into. We can go left. No, not with the bot, damn it. A bit too late. Let's take a shot with the laser. At the mage. That was not a good start at all. I don't really want to keep everyone right next to each other because they might throw a grenade. I think this is going to be slightly problematic no matter what we do. Okay, well, maybe we can kill the mage at least. Nope, the mage is down to like, what, 1 health? Yep, literally 1 health. I hope this was worth it. It probably wasn't. Yeah, this is quite a few dudes. Yep, and the conjurer. Right. So we are stunned because of the neurotoxin. That sucks a lot. It really does. Alright. Extra action points. At least we got the bot. Which is amazing. Now, let's try to kill the captain. Where's the mage? Grenadier. Well, the captain is literally right here. I think we want to kill the captain if possible. Missed. There, the captain is down. What else can we do? We can take a shot from back here. It's not going to be amazing. And Isobel. We could throw the proximity grenade, which I'm really tempted to do. Yep, let's do that. At least these guys ran away. Yep, we will take quite a bit of AoE damage here. I think we should have skipped this fight. That neurotoxin was kind of bad. Well, here, we are still stunned. This is going to be really bad. Okay. Well then. Let's shoot the grenadier. I'm not sure if we can kill it. Probably not. In before we just lose this entire fight. It's certainly a possibility. I lost both Duncan and Hulk for several turns. I think we might lose this fight. Yep, I think we're actually going to lose this fight because of that neurotoxin specifically. Okay. If I don't get Hulk back, like right now, which I won't because he's still stunned, then yeah. I don't think we're going to do it like this. Which kind of sucks because we only just got started on this. Okay, let's try to kill at least one guy. Yep, I don't think we can do it. Well, we killed one, but this is just not enough. And Hulk is pretty much about to die without even being able to move. Okay, at least we got a nice crit there. Come on. Yeah, we still got two more dudes to kill. Okay, we got him back. So... we can heal ourselves, which we probably should. That sounds useful, yes. And try to stun the Grenadier. Alright, let's do that. Okay, good, good. And that's pretty much it. We can hit him. Yeah, 3 damage. Not exactly good. So let's try to stun the Conjurer as well. Nice one. Right. Can't use Mercy Kill. Come on. Well, we should be able to do this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We can kill the Grenadier at least. Yep. And we can shoot the Conjurer with a laser. Let's move a little bit closer first. I hope this was worth it. And we missed twice, great. And we missed 3 times in a row. Well, whatever. Yeah, that was a little bit too much. Yep, Isabel died. That sucks. Come on, kill that guy already. He's down. Yeah, we still have to kill that thingy that he summoned. There, street justice. Let's move on. This was kind of rough. We might want to heal ourselves. Not sure if it's worth wasting medkits, honestly. Let's talk with these people. The civilians blink up at you, their faces ashen. The man still hugs his stolen loaf of bread. In his terror, he's crushed it into an hourglass shape. We're alive. Oh, thank God, we're still alive. We've seen the police do brutal things here before, but nothing like this. They were going to kill us. Kill us. Over 3 nuyen's worth of bread. Listen to me. The cops are locking this entire area down. You need to get out of here and off the street. You don't have to tell us twice. Come on, love. Let's find a place to hide until this blows over. Alright, well, at least we're at our destination. Almost, maybe. The police comlink crackled to life again. Great. All teams, ready your weapons and prepare for my mark. I repeat. Do not, I repeat, do not move before you are instructed to. Anyone who fails to obey this command will answer to me. Alright, well, we probably don't want to fight... No, these are residents. Right. Come on. A group of middle-aged people in shabby clothing were gathered in the street, huddled together and clutching their possessions. They were wide-eyed, staring, some obviously in shock. The riots had taken their toll. A man with a patchy beard, the leader of the group by the looks of things, leaned forward, his eyes shifting from one member of the congregation to the next. His voice was low and urgent, his tone serious. Look, we can't stay here. Let's gather whatever we can carry, go to the barricades at the edge of town, and show cops our IDs. Once we can prove that we live here, and that we're unarmed, they let us through. That's the plan. You might wanna rethink that. Hiding would probably be a safer option. If you want to run, go the way I came, towards Hioi. You'll be safe there. If you leave town, I'd advise you to sneak out, stick to the back alleys, and whatever you do, don't approach the cops. It's a good plan, go talk to the cops, see what happens. Well then. Yeah, let's tell them to sneak out. The back alleys are full of lunatics. The riots are still going on all around us. There are gangers and looters and triad thugs. We need to get someplace with bright lights, and safety and security. We've gotta go to the cops, ask for help. You can't trust the police. If you go to them, you're going to regret it. They're cops. I like our odds better with them than I do with people out here on the streets. If you need anything from your homes, clothes, heirlooms, valuables, go get them, and be quick about it. We'll make it back up here in 10 minutes, and then we're headed for the barricade. We're getting out of this death trap. Well, they're going to have a bad time. But hey, we tried to warn them, right? Yes, we did. Here's our destination. A lanky man in a skin-tight vest leered at you as you entered the bar. He looked like a low-level go-ganger, dressed in Black Sun Boys colors. He stepped out in front of you to block your progress. Bars closed, on orders of the boss. Step on out of here now. Funny, that sounds almost like what I said when I scared off the idiots you had looting stores in the alley. I'm not going anywhere until I've had word with your boss. You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? He shook his head, defiance in his eyes. No, I don't. And I don't care. In here, you're nothing unless Combat Pang says different. Now, I'm gonna give you a choice. Get moving, or start bleeding. That's a nice knife. Rakter, how much damage do you think he could do to Koshi with that thing? None at all, my friend. Rakter's murderous drone scuttled forward with alarming speed, its chassis all hard-edged and gleaming metal. None at all. The ganger's eyes went comically wide, and the bravado he'd been displaying a moment ago evaporated. He started backing away, his hands raised in surrender, his lip trembling. Hey, I don't wanna... Boss? A low voice growled out from beside the bar. Fuck me sideways, Jimmy. Have I gotta do everything myself around here? What do I even keep you around for? Eddie Combat Pang, the owner of Combat Pangs, and the ringleader of half a dozen Kowloon City Go gangs, the Black Sun Boys included. He leered at you through a mouthful of gold-capped teeth. Pang was a living stereotype, the surly dwarf in the flesh. 10 tons of Napoleon complex in a 70-kilo body. Alright, you want to listen to my boy? Maybe you'll listen to me. We are closed. And if you wanna keep all your fucking teeth, you'll turn around and go the way you came. We aren't customers, little man. We're here on business. He rubbed his fingers against the bar. An innocuous gesture, but it set alarm bells ringing in your head. All around you, gangers started shifting into ready positions, their smiles growing ugly, hands creeping towards holsters. From somewhere in the back room, you heard an ominous sound, heavy footsteps, and the scrape of something metal against the floorboards. Pang's glittering smile widened. Yeah? And what kind of business are we talking about? Kindly Chang sent us. You've got something that belongs to her? You first. Tell me about the Kong you lifted. What's a man like you want with a Neolithic artifact anyway? What business is it of yours? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and answer that for you. It's none of your fucking business. The rock belongs to me now. End of story. You wanna bet? The stone is currently Chang's, and you've stolen it. I'm here to get it back. I don't think so, errand boy. You're standing in my home right now. See all these people around you? They're my friends. And they don't take kindly to strangers who come in here and throw their weight around. Okay, we don't have the proper etiquette here. The bartender fumbled for something under the bar. A second later, there was a sword in his hands, and the entire room was reaching for their pieces. Pang roared out something unintelligible, and the bullets began flying. So I guess we have to fight them. This might be tough. Yeah, there are quite a few. And there's not a whole lot of room around here. Oh. Well, that looks pretty bad right there. I don't like that gun. So, how do you want to do this then? A stun would be nice. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a problem. First of all, we need the bot. So, there we go. And let's give it extra action points. Like so. And I think we need some grenades. We probably do, yeah. Huh. I got a bad feeling about this. We do have grenades. You could try to stun them. There, that works, kind of. And what now? Yeah, I really don't know about this. We can't kill that troll in the back. There's just no way. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We could try to stun the troll. Okay, that sort of worked. At least we reduced her AP by 1. So... yeah, this is going to be bad. You could try some stuns. Alright, let's try some stuns. Pommel strike. Only 66%. But it was enough. Okay, one more stun. Nope. Okay, that kind of worked. Not bad. We still got beanbag shot. And nope, missed. It was worth a try. Let's move into some cover and take a shot at someone. We have to start killing them. Alright. Well, might as well kill the mage. I'm a little bit worried about that troll. That gun is big. Okay. The bot will get attacked, that's fine. Ish. Well, it might actually go down. No. It will self-repair. Yeah, it did go down. It went into self-repair mode. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we can actually do it. There's no way we can kill them all. I just don't see how. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. Unless we get lucky. But really, we just don't have enough options left. Should have skipped the police, honestly. That was a mistake, fighting that group of police. Yep. There's no way we can do this. We'll have to reload. That police fight was just really, really bad. Right, we got the bot back. That will be helpful. Let's give it some extra crit. Alright. I don't think we can do enough damage. I really don't. We can try. Okay, not bad. We can kill the troll, maybe. Actually, no, I don't think so. Yeah, only 7 damage right there. That sucks. But we can use Mercy Kill. Right, that works. That will kill the troll. Pang's jaw dropped as the troll's lifeless body hit the ground. The glowing barrels of her minigun ground to a halt. You killed her, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna paint the bar with your blood. Your heavy hitter is dead, Pang. If I don't have the Kong in my hands by the count of 3, you're gonna join her. He stared at Sunny's ruined corpse, at the minigun, still cooling on the ground, at you. He saw something in your eyes, and you watched him deflate like a punctured balloon. I'm behind the bar. The rock is behind the damned bar. Take it and get out. Alright, so we didn't actually die, that's nice, I suppose. Obviously we know what's going to happen next. I was totally convinced that I'll just have to reload the save. Because, yeah. Well, we're out here now. Well, we've got Chang's rock. All we've got to do now is to get back to Hioi. We'd better get moving. Something metallic hit the ground at your feet, cutting you short. A canister of some kind. You didn't hear where it came from. Yep. By the time that you could process what was happening, it was too late. The metal tube erupted, spraying out a hissing stream of concentrated vapor. In the distance, you could see a group of figures wearing gas masks. Not riot control cabs and not SDU, but official-looking, wearing red uniforms. They were already moving in, beelining in your direction. Try to escape? You willed your body to move, struggling to pump your legs into something approaching a run. All that you could manage were 3 stumbling steps. You felt the world rushing toward your face. You were falling. An overpowering chemical tang filled your nostrils, and the world turned black. Okay, so that's what happened. Obviously, we knew this is roughly how it's going to end. Wait, what? It actually failed? Really? Okay, this is the autosave I got. And I think we're going to rush Sunny, since we know what's going to happen if we do that. Let's try to stun her. That will make her easier to hit. Only 53% chance. Okay, that works. And yep, let's just focus on her and try to take her down if we can. Should be doable. Maybe. Probably not on this turn. Definitely not on this turn. But I think that's our best shot, considering we are already lower on health than we would have been. Okay. I think we need to move towards her a bit. I don't think we'll take her down on this turn. No, especially since we missed the laser. Alright, I mean, we tried. I might have to reload this more than once, unfortunately. We'll see. We still got Isabel, but that's not going to be useful enough. Okay, not bad. She's down to like half health or so. But Duncan is standing in the open, which is not exactly brilliant. I was hoping to take her down in one turn, but I overestimated my damage. Okay. 1 damage. Nice grenade, bro. We'll take some damage here, but that's kind of unavoidable. No, she didn't attack anyone. Alright. I'm okay with this. So let's use Quick Strike. And then double attack. Like so. Not bad. Yeah, I think we can take her down. Maybe. Okay. We should be able to do it. Oh, we can use Mercy Kill. Yep. Alright. Oh, what? She's not dead yet? Really? Now she's dead. So that's the same exact dialogue. And it should be fine now. I think the reason we failed the mission was because Hulk was dead. Or something. Yeah, that was it. Anyway. Get up. Come on, get up. Doesn't look like I can actually do that. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's get out of here. Yeah, Isabel is dead now. So this is the same exact dialogue. Try to escape. And that's that. The impound lot. Your words ring metallically off the confinement room's walls. You've been talking for so long, recounting all the tedious details of your run, that your voice hums within your ears. If after you've finished speaking, the single flickering bulb above your head sways in some invisible breeze, maybe from all the hot air you've been blowing out of your lungs these past several minutes, maybe from the occasional shaking just outside the room. Beyond the light's reach, your interrogator stands shrouded in shadow. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel them quietly observing you from the safety of his corner. His silence opens the floodgate to your thoughts and questions come pouring in. Were you brought here alone, with others? Are these really cops, or is this just some twisted mindfuckery? But most of all, what do these people want? It's his turn to talk. The troll lifts his audio recorder from the table and clicks it off. He stands in silence for a moment, looming over you, sizing you up. Then he pursues his lips and nods. And that's when we picked you up. That's right. When I came to, I was already handcuffed and sitting in this chair. Very good. Thank you for recapping all of that for me, Mr. Zhu. Your testimony was extremely helpful. And now that you've helped us, it's only fair that you learn something in return. Oh, what's that? The troll pulls an object out of a police evidence bag marked with the HKPF logo, a PDA with a cracked case, stippled with a day-old blood. We recovered this at the scene. Take a look and see what we saved you and your team from. Tell me, are you with the Hong Kong police, or did you break into one of their evidence lockers? We'll talk about that later. But for now, keep your eyes on the screen. Oh, and don't touch that PDA. You don't want to get your fingerprints on it. The feed is shaky. Whoever owned this device must have been panicked, out of breath. You can see people, swarms of people, including the locals that you spoke to on the street. All are carrying the burdens of some kind or another. A laptop here, a knapsack there, backpacks bulging with a shrink-wrapped food and bottled water. None of the locals appear to be armed. The camera wheels around, and you can see a firing line of police. The man with the patchy beard is pleading with them, begging to be let through. He says that he isn't a rioter, that none of the people here are. The constable, faceless behind his mask, says nothing. The camera focuses on a figure behind police lines. Her features are instantly familiar. Chief Inspector Crate. She looks straight into the camera. Then she reaches her hand to an ear and speaks into her comlink. Her voice is loud and clear enough that you can hear it over the PDA's tiny speakers. All teams, you know your orders. Open fire. Put them down. An explosion of gunfire fills your ears. The camera spins crazily, and you catch a panoramic view of bodies bursting like water balloons. Faces that you recognize from your trip to combat punks scream for help and are silenced. The second volley of gunfire catches the owner of the PDA. You hear him shriek. Watch the camera spin dizzyingly. You hear a sickening crack and the video feed flickers and dies. Without a word, your interrogator lifts it from the table and returns it to evidence bag. Never thought I'd be happy to get drugged and kidnapped. You think that any of this comes as a surprise? The SDU has a reputation. They killed everybody, they just hosed them all down. They suppressed the riot, at least that's the story that all the news outlets are running with. Unofficially, it was a massacre. If we hadn't pulled you out of there, you'd have been gunned down with the rest. You got my attention. Wanna tell me why I'm here exactly? Good question. Let's just say that people at the top have had their eyes on you for a while now. You'll get all the answers you need soon enough. The troll stretches, slips his pen back into his breast pocket, and flips his notepad shut. Then he taps a series of keystrokes into his PDA, and the cuffs around your wrists go slack. The lights in the room come up, and for the first time you can see his face, and the badge on his hip. Hong Kong Police Force standard issue, a laminated card Clipped to his breast pocket stays his name, Inspector David Young. Okay, I think we're done here. Hang on, you can't show me that what you just showed me, then cut me loose. What are you charging me with, Inspector? Let's go with the first one. Who said anything about cutting you loose? I'm done questioning you, that's all. You're a guest of the Hong Kong police force, and you're going to remain that way until we say different. Guest? You're going to have to clarify that. Not my job. You'll need to speak with Key and Lam for that. Don't worry, they'll be sending for you soon enough. You'll find out. Well, that's interesting. Alright. Well, I think this is about time to make a cut, so I hope you enjoyed this first episode of the Bottles campaign. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.